Well, good morning and good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I'd like to toast you all with my milky looking beverage that looks pretty gross, but actually it's quite tasty. This is the hot melt mix, people. I'm trying to get my ketones up. Listen, I have got massive ketone envy. Marla is just crushing it. When you look at her, where is that thing? I guess I have it in the bathroom. But when you look at her little thing, she's almost maroon and I'm still light pink. Whatever. I don't even know what to say about that. Come on in, everybody. Yay. Ketones. I'm down for the ketones. Well, today's Tuesday. What do you think of Tuesday? It tastes really good. It's cucumber, lime, Linda. I strongly suggest you get it. It does the trick. First of all, it'll keep you out of keto flu and low carb flu. It has the magnesium and the salt and the potassium that you need in it, and it's exogenous ketones. And this is the only formulation that is GRAS, generally regarded as safe. The only formulation. The rest of them, I don't know why they aren't, but yikes, I don't want to put anything in my body that's not grass. So there you are. So welcome on. Here they come. Here comes everybody. So today is Tuesday, and Tuesday is a kind of a tip day. We're going to be talking about things. I want to talk about setting up. Oh, and also I'm going to just throw a plug down because we got an extra shipment of Just Juice veggies. This stuff is always out of stock because we cannot keep it in stock. So we really stocked up this time, and I was shocked when I went and looked at the inventory today. If you have children at home who will not eat their vegetables, this one scoop is 5 to 7 servings of fruit and vegetables. How do you like that? It's fantastic stuff. And for all of you who are like me, who have autoimmune diseases, no crappy fillers, because that's what they do in a lot of these like greens things. They put a bunch of junky fillers in there. You know what those fillers do? It's alfalfa, and it causes an autoimmune cascade of symptoms. Don't do it. Always look at your greens formula. Make sure that there's no alfalfa in there if you have an autoimmune disease. It's not going to work for you. Word to the wise. You know how we are. We like to hang out with smart people, right? And I like to hang out with smart people. Sometimes they're dead, sometimes they're not. But this one is a Joyce Meyer. She's alive. Joyce Meyer quote. And she says that you can suffer the pain of change or suffer remaining the way you are. And if you really think about that, which I like to meditate on these things, because it really gives you an impetus for understanding what your suffering truly is all about, right? What your suffering is truly all about, and that you have a hand in it, that you have a hand to either make it go away by doing something about it or perpetuating it by just staying the same. So think about that. This is some food for thought right here. Really good food for thought. And then our friend Bobby, you're a winner chicken dinner. She won this book today. She won it. Isn't this fantastic? It's the low carb book. I wrote this book with Marla Silly in mind. Marla and I were in the middle of body clutter, and this is when I was writing this book. I think, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I was writing this book and body clutter at the same time. Because that's just kind of the kind of gal I am. Crazy. And it came out in 2005. If you can believe it, it's almost 15 years old. And wow, time flies when you're having a good time. And all those recipes in there, they're my favorites because I wanted something completely delicious. And I wanted something that was going to work for me in my low carb ways. And so, yeah, people have asked me, lots of people have asked me, well, how do you make this a keto thing? Well, first of all, take out any dairy, easy, you can do that. And you can also, well, at least in our version, the hot melt is to take out dairy. We take out dairy 90% of the time. We'll throw down a little bit of well-aged dairy because it has less lactose. You want dairy that has been aged at least 120 days. It will say that very proudly on the label, I promise you. That is a selling point. So that's what you want because it diminishes the lactose. It does not diminish the casein, which is the milk protein that a lot of people do have a sensitivity to. So if you have a if you have a lactose sensitivity, rest assured, this is not going. 128-day aged cheese is not going to harm you. And usually cheeses, imported cheeses from France and different places like that, because they're just the great way that they make their cheeses, also probably won't affect you. However, if you have a casein sensitivity, cheese is cheese. Stay away. But that's how you get cheese into your life, just a little bit. And that's why I like a good hard Parmesan or something like that. And you get just a tiny bit of that, and it adds a burst of flavor, gives you your cheese fix without rocking the boat. And believe me, this former rosacea girl, I'm really, really, really very particular about that, because I don't want to go back to the land of rosacea. That was awful. It took me forever to get out of it. And cheese, because I am a cheese queen, really rocked my boat. So that is just some information. We're getting ready to sprint, ladies and gentlemen. Sprint, sprint, sprint. It's on Monday, October 7th. We are less than a week away. Now is the time to get your sprouts going. Now, one of the things that we do in the sprint, it's a completely anti-inflammatory thing. It is completely free. Go to savingdinner.com/sprint and you get a 7-day plan. And in it, there's 17 pages explaining exactly what to do. And what we're doing is moving you from perhaps a diet that's less than what you want in your life, and it's caused some inflammation problems, some body clutter problems, some pain, maybe, rosacea, skin, whatever. But you're just ready. You're ready to clear the decks and start over. That is what this whole thing is about. And we've had incredible results. And if you're one of my incredible results people, say, I am living proof, and write it in the comments and let everybody know. Because I have to tell you, I've never been so proud in all my life to watch all my girls get their results and feel so good. There's just nothing like it when you see people who are losing their medications or their doctors, and they're working with their doctors and getting rid of pain and, losing some body clutter and putting on clothes they haven't had on in a long time. How fun. And I get to be a part of it. And I'm doing it with you. That's cute. That's great. There's all my living proofs. My living proofs are all calling in. They are all living proof. And it was such a joy to work with everybody. And the excitement. And I'm going to tell you what, every single time we do this, we're going to have that same excitement. Because it's exciting to be able to see your body heal itself. It's exciting to be able to be the one who's putting those salad, those forks of salad into your mouth. It's exciting. There's nothing more exciting than watching your body do what it's supposed to do. It is supposed to heal itself. All we have to do is start giving it the right stuff. Now, that is an oversimplified statement, of course, but you understand. Barbara's off insulin shots. Hello? Barbara's off insulin shots. That makes me want to cry. Yay. Good for you. Bobby, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. Bobby did the work. She really did the work. And that's the whole thing. When you do the work, you get results. You notice that? You notice that when you show up from work, nobody says, hey, atta girl, you showed up. You just get a paycheck. Hey. So it's not just about showing up. It's actually doing the work. You do the work, you get the paycheck. And that's what I'm saying to you. You do the work, you get the paycheck. And that's why today I'm sharing with you my garden. This is how my garden grows. These, aren't they cute little pretties? They're my radish sprouts. And I had to pull them out of the tower because the tower is saying, hey, enough already. We're full. And then I have this right here, which the broccoli sprouts are on top. I'm showing off because I'm a gardener. These are the little chive seeds, the onion seeds. They're not doing a lot. I think I see a couple that are just starting to sprout, but boy, is it taken some time. And then I've got the mustard right here, and those ones are also just taking their sweet time. I've got a couple of sprouts coming up on that. I think tomorrow I should have some more sprouts. But this is sprouts. This is sprouts. And there's such a good reason for these. One of the things that we do, please don't fall over my little tower of love. One of the things that we do is that we clear the decks and we bring in all the anti-inflammatory food that we possibly can. We're looking at healing your gut. We're looking at bringing in the nutrients. We're looking at really boosting up all the nutrient quotas that maybe you've been so deficit in so long. We want to do a little bit of collagen loading. This is why we're on that smoothie every single day. All these things bring in healing. All these things fill in the blanks, fill in empty tanks all over your body. And this is what helps with the healing. This is what helps get down the inflammation. And this is how we lose the body clutter. Because let's admit it, we all have a little vanity there. We all want to lose just a few pounds and look better in our jeans. All of us do. And there's not a thing wrong with that. But the best part about this plan and the best part about doing this is that you get to do some other really cool things for your body that maybe you didn't even expect. Like have your doctor say, hey, you don't need all 3 of those medications anymore. You don't need to do that. You need to, for collagen loading, use my Perfect Paleo Protein. You can use that. And I know you have it, Letha. So just use that. And you can use that collagen loading. And I explain that really in depth in the Hot Melt Diet group. But basically, it's just adding collagen servings 3 times a day. This is important. Collagen helps to heal. Most of your body is, you have a collagen deficit. We all do. And they're assuming that 99% of us do. You know why? Because we have eaten boneless, skinless chicken breasts forever. We are squeamish about bones and skin and cartilage and all of that. And that's where all that good stuff is hiding, It's all where it's hiding. So if we can start getting in some bone broth every day, every single day, just a cup or 2, even better, and then do your Target Trifecta smoothie, you're in like Flint. And again, I say this is so important because we don't want to look like a bunch of boiled chickens with the weight loss. And you don't have to. A little bit of exercise goes a long way. A little bit of movement goes a long way. Being mindful of the collagen that's going in, being mindful of the nutrient density that's going in. Now, you can lose weight for sure I can name probably 15 plans right now, but are they going to take care of the nutrient density that you desperately need? No. Are they going to take care of getting rid of the inflammation that you desperately need to do as well? Most of them don't. And a lot of them do not address your individuality. And that's one of the things that we're going to be looking at in depth as we go. And that's one of the things that we do. You understand this and you know it because you've lived it, that everything that comes out of my mouth might not fit for you. Might not. That's okay. And that's not that I'm wrong or that's you're right and all of that. It's not having to do with that at all. It has to do with individuality and respecting your own inner nutritional guru. You've got one. And you need to turn her on. You need to flip the switch on your own nutritional guru. Marla shared a great story today. Now, I gave her some of these little meat sausage things that I have, and it's from a very reputable company. I happen to know all about them. I'm very good friends with the people who make them, and it's an excellent product. I wouldn't have given it to her otherwise. You know that. To her, it was too salty. She's retrained her taste buds. And because it was too salty, she didn't enjoy it. And she felt like, she didn't, but she ate it anyway. So isn't that a funny thing? This is the thing we don't want to be doing. We don't want to be eating things that we think we have to eat. We want to say, that's enough of that. We want to be eating the things that are right for us. So if I tell you to eat something and it hurts your stomach, guess who's right? You are. Because that's your own individual call. That's how it has to be. So, listen, this, I forgot to tell you too, when you share and you care, this is how I know who to send the book to. And Bobby was the one she had some really sweet things to say, which I really appreciate, Bobby. And it's my pleasure to be your mentor and guide on this whole journey. And I love watching. I will love watching you change right before our eyes. It's really pretty cool, especially when your pants are falling down and you're picking them all back up. I mean, we do that, right? Our pants fall down. We pick them up. So nutrient density is the way of the world. Nutrient density is the very thing that starts to help get us away from overeating. Do you understand that most of us are overfed and undernourished? It's not that we have lack of food, it's that we have a lack of real food in our lives. It's that we are eating things that have nothing to do with feeding ourselves. It has to do with just filling up a hole. And we are much more complex than that. We need to be mindful that every bite counts and that our bodies weigh and measure everything that goes in, and they don't care. They're not politically correct. They're not whatever correct. They really don't care. All they know is this works and this doesn't. It's either turn on the inflammation switch or flip it off. That's what your body does. There's no such thing as a neutral food. None. The only neutral thing is water. And even then, that should be counted as a nutrient because it has so much functionality in the body. And if you found yourself in a stuck place, add some more water. If you found yourself in a stuck place, start assessing what's going on. Start assessing your plate. Is there too much food on there? Because even though we're not necessarily is part of the equation, but it's not the ultimate measurement. We use, when we start the sprint, we use our measuring device, right? You know what this is? It's the measure, because sometimes you're not going to see it on the scale, but you'll see it on your measuring tape. We had one last time who lost 4 inches around her stomach, around her waist. She didn't lose anything and was feeling discouraged, but she felt smaller. And sure enough, because she had taken that measurement and looked at it, she was like super happy about what she saw. So that could be you. That could be you. And we start on Monday. So if you haven't already signed up, then just go to savingdinner.com/sprint, and you will get your own copy and print it out. You'll get an invitation to join our group, and it could be a changing point for you. It could be a turning point for you. You could be the next one writing the letter that says to me, guess what? My doctor said I no longer have to take these medications. Trisha said that was me. She's down 5.5 pounds now. It's not a competition. And even though I said to you jokingly, it is a joke and part of it is the truth, I do have ketone envy from Marla, because she's just like, she's in the zone. She's in the zone. She's in the slide. You watch. Next, she's going to be telling you some great stuff coming up. It's happening. The slide happens for us. We all can get in there. It takes consistency. It takes absolute planning. And it takes honest assessment all the way through. It's easy. It's really easy. Once you get into that zone and you're used to writing things down and you're staying apprised of what's going on, instead of just being a participant, you're an active participant. Instead of just sitting back and letting things happen, you get to actively participate. What a fun thing that is. So anyway, Trisha, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of you for doing all this. Look at Jenna. She said she just got her blood work back, and her C-reactive protein was 0.1. Wow. I bet your doctor's thrilled. Well, see, this is what happens when we do an anti-inflammatory diet. Our bodies respond in kind. You can't beat that. Your bodies respond in kind. And, we have, I've got a lot of things coming up that are, as a matter of fact, mark your calendar for October 17th. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing a webinar on the whole thing about keto versus hot melt, because I've had a lot of questions. And I just want to do a big educational overview and also introduce you to the Hot Melt Club, which I'm going to be having. And this is going to be for people who want to go deeper, who want to do a one-on-one with me and really get their, get their personalized plan in order. And I'm excited about that. So I invite you to just mark your calendars for October 17th because that will be happening. Okay? So what else? Grab your supplements if you haven't yet. I don't know that they'll be here in time, but it could be. They could be in time. But go grab them. Get your Perfect Paleo Protein. Get your Just Juice Veggies, your Fiber Mender, all the things. Get them. And let's do it again. If you're with me, say, yeah, I'm with you on the comments. Share this with a friend. Bring your girlfriends in. They're probably already asking you, what are you doing? Why is this different this time? It is different this time. This time we get to dial it in and even a little bit closer and a little bit closer. I love it. Letha said she ordered on Friday and they were here by Monday. I'm telling you, we got some good people in that distribution center, and everything is in there right now. So grab it. The only thing on back order right now is InflaCrusher and Perfect Paleo Protein Unflavored. You guys just nailed me. Got that out. That's ordered though. So's InflaCrusher and the probiotic, not the Get Lean, the other one. The Proactive Probiotic is on back order, but it is coming. I see all these people who are saying I'm with you, and I can't wait to be with you in the sprint. We are going to make things happen. We're going to make things happen. That's what we do. And it's exciting. And if you haven't jumped on yet, now's your time. Go to savingdinner.com/sprint and let's do it together. You guys, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of everybody taking, just this very proactive stance with their health and just declaring, putting a line in the sand and saying, this is it. This is it. I'm doing this. Brenda, everybody, if you are in the Hot Melt, no, it's for sprint. It's for the sprint. We're talking about the sprint. And the webinar, by the way, it's free. It's an absolutely free. And what this is going to do, it's part educational, and it's also partly so I can tell you about my new program and you can ask questions. What I do with my webinars is I plan them for about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes of presentation, and then the doors are open and you get all your questions answered. I'll go through and answer all your questions. They're always good. I really enjoy them. I love doing webinars. I'm a webinar queen. What can I tell you? And I've learned so much from webinars. I have invited people. Terry Walls and I did a whole series of webinars, and I've written her menus and done a lot of her things. Terry Walls changed my life. She taught me more about nutrition and just being her friend than I ever learned getting my certification. That's how good she is. She's just really on the spot. So if you have an autoimmune disease, as a matter of fact, I've got one of her books around here somewhere. But if you have an autoimmune disease, and especially MS or something like that, you have to take a look at Terry Walls. TerryWallsMD.com, I believe, is her website. She's brilliant. And also, if you haven't seen her TED Talk, it'll blow your socks off because she's crazy. And the sad thing about TED is it's gotten really political or something, because now they say, we don't recommend this. And I'm like, why don't you? This is a woman who's changed her life with food, for heaven's sakes. Changed her life. I mean, anybody who can get up out of a wheelchair after a year, I pay attention to. And this is Terry Walls. She's one of my mentors. I'm actually her mentor too. I've helped her with doing her stuff online, and she's helped me with a better understanding of nutrition and really and I share this with you. So I hope you can appreciate. Anytime I say something that you think, wow, that's really cool, probably came from Terry, because she's the best. All right, so there you have it. Yes, Kimmy, I'll have some information about the club. You're going to want to hear this, because the Terry Walls, WAHLS, Bobby, Terry Walls, and go watch it, because Terry Walls, and I will say this, Terry Walls was the impetus for me doing the sprint the way I did it, because of the nutrient density, and that's got Terry's fingerprints all over it. It does. Everything she tells me, I listen to. Every single thing. There's a couple things I haven't, but you know how that is. Okay, So don't forget that Friday is our Q&A, and all you have to do is submit your questions to support@savingdinner.com and just put question for Leanne in the subject line, and I'll answer it on Friday. Okay? That's how that works. And NutriCoach appointments are available. I've got a few openings this week even, which is unusual. Usually you have to wait a week or two. So check that out. Go to NutriCoachSchool.com, and there's little appointment thingies all over, but you can cruise it and take a look at it. This might be something for you. And what's for dinner, you guys? What are you having for dinner? I am fasting for dinner tonight. I've got a new fasting schedule, wherever that is. Oh, geez. I can't find anything right here. Stop this. You should see my terrible desk. Gail says, fear holds me back. I'm afraid I won't do it right. I won't order the right nutrient items. No, Gail. Fear is something, you should have fear for a bear, not me. Fear is too great a word for this. That maybe you need some help. So why don't you send an email to support@savingdinner.com, and I will help you order the right things, okay? Because it'll come to me. My customer service is the best in all the land, and they make sure things come to me, okay? We're not going to let fear hold you back anymore. Fear is a bear. Being slightly intimidated, maybe, a little bit afraid, okay. But fear is a bear. Let's put things in perspective. We're not going to have things holding us back anymore, right? If you're with me, say amen. Because I'm telling you, we don't want to live in that kind of a way. We want to live in a way that's empowered and not pitiful, but powerful, okay? Yes, Brenda, I helped you order the right stuff. You got what you needed. I will help you, Gail, get what you need. I promise. Promise. Okay? Amen, girls. Amen. So tomorrow is Wednesday, and you know what Wednesday is. It's Wise Women's Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that because I've got some cool things to blow your brains out. All right. I've had a great time. I'm going to go take my little farm downstairs because I can smell those onions. Woo! They're strong. And I can help you out with things that you need help with. All you have to do is send emails to support@savingdinner.com. Or if you're in any of our groups, post a question. I'll come answer. I'm not afraid at all. Thanks for joining me today. Stay strong. And just remember something, that you can suffer the pain of change, or you can suffer remaining the way you are. Let's change. Okay? Let's change. Let's change for the better. Let's be the very best versions we can possibly be. And tomorrow, Wise Women's Wednesdays, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing some work. Bring paper and pencil. We're doing the work. And don't forget, 3 o'clock, Marla's on for tea time. I never miss it. It's always good. Take care, guys. Bye.